Mom said, as long as he was a gentleman to you, Jan. Yeah, he was a gentleman. He was a gentleman to her mouth. That's what he was a gentleman in her mouth. Okay, lovers, if you have not already done so, please remember to like, share, and subscribe because it is so important to my success here on the YouTube. And if you have not already joined my book club over there on Patreon, please hit the link below to be privy to all the shenanigans before YouTube gets it, if YouTube gets it. Now, let's talk about Jan Gaye's After the Dance, My Life with Marvin Gaye, Part 3. When we left off, Pooh was sitting in the lazy chair, okay, with Jan sitting in between his legs, and he rubbing her hair, talking about how beautiful her mouth is. So, of course, being as though Jan would have, did anything for Pooh, there's no need to discuss what she did. Okay, because she did it. Jan said was that she knew that Pooh was turned on by the fact that her mother was up in the other room and he could have got caught. Or they could have got caught. Okay, that's what she was thinking. What I was thinking was that he thought that he was going to get him an old mother-daughter duo going on because he knew he was attracted to both of them. And I believe that there are mothers that are so desperate to make sure that their daughter is in a good place that, yeah, that grown man seduced that little girl into, I mean, how old was I when I sucked my first pickle? I don't even remember. How old was I when I don't know. I don't remember, but, I know I wasn't 17 because that was a little scary to me, too. That was a little scary. In the morning, of course, Jan, Mammies, had questions. Jan ain't tell her shit, okay? She answered the easy question. She wasn't about to tell her mammy, okay, I sucked this dick right there on the easy chair. She wasn't. Her mother already had issues with the situation. And I'm like, Mom, do you have issues because he picked your daughter, or are you still mad because Ed or Earl, the drug dealer, hunched your best friend and gave her a baby? I mean, you got to make up your mind. You can't make all men pay for some dumb shit that one man did. Mom said, as long as he was a gentleman to you, Jan. Yeah, he was a gentleman. He was a gentleman to her mouth. That's what he was a gentleman in her mouth. 2 days later, Marvie Pooh is back and he wants to hang out. Now, previously, Ed, the producer, had told Jan about Marvie Pooh's situation with his wife. Okay? Hold on for this ride, okay? Because this is information that I didn't know. I learned a little bit in the Rickety James book, but child, hold on. Anna was 51. Gwen and Esther were all Berry Gordy's sisters. And according to Ed, what he told Jan was that for real, it was the three girls behind Berry Gordy that was running Motown. Marvie Pooh was a doo-wop singer. The group disbanded, and the leader, Harvey, took his best singer, Marvie Pooh, to Detroit and created his own label, Harvey Records. Now, MG was signed to Harvey Records for life. How do you do that? What does that deal say for life? Like, how does that say? Does it say for life in the paper? See, that's why I told y'all, stop signing your fucking name. Start signing Donald Duck or Daffy Duck or Daisy Duck. Now, Harvey Records was absorbed by Anna Gordy's record label. Anna Records was ran by Gwen Gordy. Marvin, not even 21 years old yet, got turned out by Miss Anna. We know that. That's why he's so nasty. Because he got turned out at an early age by the old 50-year-old one pussy. Why these young dudes always want to get with an old lady? They going to turn you out, Clarence. All you young dudes, stop trying to hunch on old ladies. They are going to turn you out. They're going to do things to you that little girls or young women would never do. Okay? Stop doing it. Next minute you know you didn't sign a contract for life to be a slave to the Gordy. Gwen married Harvey. Okay, so they trying to keep all this money in the family. Okay, you know Harvey Records, the one that owns Marvie Pooh for life. Okay, but Gwen married Harvey. Now Anna, okay, in love with Marvie Pooh, or you know he might be in love with her, turned his ass all the way out and said, "Listen, Barry, I need you to take care of this, to do this. This is the new dude that I'm, you know, rocking with. I need you to do this." And of course, Barry being 100% behind his sisters, because his sisters is 100% behind him, he said, "Okay, I got it." And bought Marvin Gaye out of his for life contract with Harvey. So Anna molded him and wanted nothing to do with his low-caste father over there in Washington, D.C. My city, even though it's covered up by that bold ginger ale, is always behind me. That's what you won't do, bitch. It's shit on Washington, D.C., bitch. Oh, moving on, Anna didn't want anything to do with his pappy, who was a preacher that dressed up in woman's clothes. Ooh. The Gordys were middle class and moving expeditiously to higher class, okay, to the upper class. Okay, and they ain't want nothing to do with trash. So Marvie Pooh, okay, yes, you come from, you know, the slums of D.C. I wonder what slum of D.C., Washington, D.C., Marvie Pooh is from. If y'all know, please put it below. But she ain't want nothing to do with that. Okay, that was beneath her. I mean, did you say that when you had his, you know, slum and lower class pickle all up and around all in this area right here? Is that how you felt then? But I digress. So what Ed continues on telling Jan is that Berry Gordy set Motown up as a place for competition. It turns out that Marvin Gaye was a writer and a singer for many of the acts at Motown as well as himself. Okay? Now, Jan only wants to know from Ed is, does Marvin still love his wife, or has he ever loved his wife? Ed explained that Anna could get Marvin to work when no one else could. That's what I've always heard across the board. And everything I read, they all say that, you know, Anna just knew how to put fire under his ass. She said that the thing about Marvin Gaye was that he was just very lazy. Like I said, I could sleep 100 hours a day if it was 100 hours in the day. Maybe that might be the reason why y'all keep telling me I look younger than what I do. I sleep, okay? I love sleep. They continue on to say that Anna mothered Marvin, but although she was older, she was still a very sexy woman. She was a sexy mother. Everything about her was sexy. Definitely had more experience than Marvin. That's why I said, if an old lady trying to get with a young dude, that's because she's trying to turn him out. Young dudes, stop hunching on these old ladies because they are going to turn you out. So although Marvie Pooh was turned out by that lady, Marvin still, I guess, was able to hold his power, because what he would do is throw the young women that liked him in her face. Mm-hmm. Now, what about the duets? This is what Jan is saying. What about the duets that Marvie Pooh did? Was he in love with anybody? No. Ed said no, because of the fact that Marvie Pooh likes his women very soft and demure. All those women were aggressive. That wasn't his style. Ed said that Marvie Pooh is an Aries, the ram, who hates authority. In fact, he hates all that have an authoritative fatherly figure over him, which included Berry Gordy. Marvie Pooh had conversations with Ed, because, you know, this is Ed telling Jan all Marvie Pooh's business. So what he said was that Marvin, although he has this rebellious spirit, he will play nice for a while, okay, until he doesn't. Hence, what's going on. So Jan says, what happened? What happened was Marvin Gaye was sick of being produced by Holland Dozier, Holland, and Norman Whitfield. He was tired of singles and wanted to do an album, okay? Berry, who also was a producer, ensured that producers ran the show. Producers, you know, I've heard that before with Rickety James, that producers, everybody else was in charge except for the artist, right? So producers wrote the song and picked the artist. Marvin felt that this was ass backward, and what he said, that's not the way it's supposed to go. How it's supposed to go is that the artist should be treated as king, and that the producers should be catering to them. Marvin wanted bigger and greater, okay? He didn't care anything about the hits. He just wanted to make an impact. Hence, what's going on? Berry D. Gordy said this will never sell. And this was after the success of his duet with Tammy Terrell. Berry Gordy said, how we going to turn the love man into the fight the power man? I'm not going to do it. Marvie Pooh said to him, if you don't do it, I'll never sing another note for you again, ever. Ooh, that's power. But the song was released. It was a declaration of independence for the artist. After Marvin Gaye released What's Going On, Stevie Wonder and other artists started to become serious with their music too. At that point, Berry Gordy had to eat his words. Jan, and what about all the songs now? Love and Sex. Ed responded, the man is in love. Jan. I'm saying to myself, oh my God, if they are not helping. Okay, so don't think Robert is the first mother hunchy that did this. They've been doing this way back in the day. It's just Robert was the motherfucker that got caught. So now she goes on to talk about Marvie Pooh's place, okay? It was $160 a month, furnished apartment, 1 bedroom. It was a quaint place, she called it, in a lower middle class neighborhoods. That's the best place to be to me. Because it's affordable. It's in the cut. Don't nobody know about it. And you can live your life and motherfuckers will leave you alone. I love it. And Anna is now living with little Marvin, who is 7, at Gwen's house in Beverly Hills. So they are living separately now. She said the place was small, regular, plain, and close to her school. I bet you he liked that too. So that means when you get out of school, you can carry your fast tail ass over there to his house and hunch him. Here they are, they kissing on the couch. They getting heated, okay? Then Marvie Pooh handed her a box and said, roll this one, baby. So, she putting her roller skills to work. She said, oh, yeah. Marvie Pooh think of it as an aphrodisiac. He don't have the apricot sours there to get her ass drunk and loose. So here, you take this and you get, high and loose. What Jan said was that Marvin loved to get high. He loved weed. She said it kept us mellow. I bet it did. If you want to listen, man, I was in a relationship one time so bad, I didn't know the relationship was bad. That's when you in situations like that, okay? You don't even realize, wait a minute, this is fucked up, Clarence. Because y'all know I will do an edible or two. Okay, I am human. Now they in the room, hunching. She say now she knows what it feels like to make love. Did he eat your pussy, girl? Because he owe you one. That's what I want to know. Oh, YouTube, this is just for educational purposes. I am trying to tell these people or these young girls, how you going to do him before he do you, girl? That's the oldest trick of the book, girl. He got one. He owe you one, girl. My bad. YouTube, this is just for educational purposes. I'm trying to teach these young girls to not do dumb shit. Okay, Curry loved making love to him. Child, I didn't get my first till I was like 19, child. I don't know why I was like hunching all over the place because, it wasn't doing anything. After the love making, she walked into the living room to find a man on the couch. Jan said, Marvie Pooh, there's a man out here on the couch. Marvie Pooh goes, oh, he all right. That's my assistant, sorta. Now, Abe's job was to run errands for Marvie Pooh. And that would include getting him the best weed and, from time to time, the best old girl. Anyway, okay. She said that Abe was a stone cold junkie, but Marvie Pooh was just fine. They was fine. They wasn't into all that other bullshit that they was into. And Jan is concerned. Well, how long he gonna be here, Marvie Pooh? He live here, baby. Jan is like, what? I would be the same thing. How you got a grown man living on your fucking couch, Clarence? Is he paying rent? Marvie Pooh assured her that Abe would not be a problem. As time passed, Jan's life became consumed with Marvie Pooh. I bet it did. It was hunching him all the time. Now Marvie Pooh is saying to her, I want you to have my baby, and Jan is not doing any goddamn thing to prevent it. Ladies, how many times did these dumbass niggas say to us, I want you to have my babies? I never fell for that. All that means is just, I just want to bust one in you and run away. I don't want the responsibilities. I just, want to say it so I don't have to pull out, okay? Because I ain't going to call you again if you do get pregnant, okay? Let me find out all niggas, no matter if they a singer, a football player, a drug dealer, all of them got the same damn line. I want you to have my baby. Ugh, Mr. Yuck Stickers. You had a lot of naysayers that said it just wouldn't work, okay? Because Marvie Pooh is 33, Jan is barely 17. But like Jan said, which is true, if she would have came from a conventional family, no, it wouldn't have worked. No. But this little girl had been groomed to be a hot pussy since she was, 6. And I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not incorporating in the, the abuse that she went through. I'm just saying, even if she was to be raised with her mother would have probably, her mother did put her out there in the forefront. So she's right. If it was from a conventional family, no. But because she was raised by Mama Ruth, that crazy ass bitch, and Barbie, Bambi, Barbara, Bimbo, whatever her mammy name is, yes, that definitely worked out well. Something else that she told me that I was shocked and appalled at, or all that Marvie Pooh quit singing so that he could try out for the Detroit Lions. What in the Clarence Carter? Did y'all know that? At this time, right now, they are inseparable. Of course, because he got to keep his muse can of pussy right there, just in case he get, he ain't got to call nobody, you right there, okay? So right now, she is in the studio with him. She was his muse, okay? At first, he picked her up at night, to hunch on her, but now he's picking her up directly from school. Okay. This particular day, he picked her up from school in a white Bentley, okay? And on this day, he decided to break down the hierarchy of Motown. What's Going On produced 3 hits. Okay, now we at the what's next for Marvin Gaye. Okay, now Marvin Gaye is very disappointed in Motown at this time because he feels like, wait a minute, all this effort that you putting into pushing Diana Ross, you should be putting that same effort into Marvin Gaye. Okay, because this is after Lady Sings the Blues with such a success. Okay, so Anna came up with the idea of, well, since Diana Ross is hot, why don't you do a duet album with Diana Ross? Marvin Gaye was like, huh? You want me to sing a duet with with Diana Ross, and I just got finished talking about picket signs? Don't punish me with brutality. Talk to me so you can see what's going on, and you want me to do a fucking duet with Diana Ross? Girl, bang. Now, like I said, she had her brother's back, but she also loved her husband. So what she did was she convinced him to go ahead and do the Diana Ross duet album. Now, the album was a difficult project because Marvin was dealing with Great Depression at the time, okay? I do believe that he was suffering a lot and that he was always a tortured / troubled man. But anyway, he was dealing with Great Depression, and Anna was always the one to get his ass up out of bed into the studio. Now, Marvin caved. He didn't want to do it, but he like, fuck it, then my wife want me to do it. I ain't doing shit else. Let's go. He came to the studio with Diana Ross puffing on a J. Okay, now Diana Ross is pregnant, and she is shocked and awed and appalled that this Negro, I don't give a fuck if you is Marvin D. Gaye, but I am Diana D. Ross, okay? And what you will not do when I'm pregnant with Berry Gordy's baby, I think she was pregnant with Rhonda Ross, I think, or Tracy, I'm not sure, but what you won't do is come in here with smoke while I'm pregnant with these niggas' baby. Diana Ross said, I'm out of here. They ended up recording the album separately. He said that the album was old school Motown and that he had 2 demands on the album. The first one was producer royalties. Answer no. Answer no. The second one was his name was to come before Diana. The answer was still no. No. Motown said no. No. But the album was outdated. People didn't want that old school Motown no more. It went wood. Marvin Gaye swore that he would never do another album like that ever again. Anna's still trying to help her husband. She convinced Barry to put Marvie Pooh in 2 small movie roles. The first one was in The Ballad of Andy Cocker and Crone, Too Small to Matter. The second one was Hot Leather. Both roles were too small to matter. Anyway, after he relieves himself from all the, Motown frustrations as they riding around in this beautiful Bentley that Jan never seen before, Mr. Marvie Pooh says to her, Jan, this is Anne's Bentley, right? This is Anna's Bentley. Jan like, what? Okay, lovers, if you have not already done so, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, because it is so important to my success here on the YouTube. And remember this, the same people you meet on the way up will always be the same people that you meet on the way down. Naysayers, my patron loves, have a good one.